A very good afternoon to you and welcome to the news update on Dominion Television Ibadan. I am Olusegun Fawole. The federal government, in collaboration with the World Bank and key stakeholders, strengthening sustainable water resources management, restoring degraded landscapes and improving climate resilience across several states in Nigeria. Speaking at the workshop for the presentation and validation of 9 strategic catchment management plans, one of the stakeholders, Chuka Ofodile, explained that the objective of the initiative is to develop economic zones driven by water resources and sustainable planning, stressing the importance of validation in ensuring local ownership of development projects. Also speaking, the Minister of Environment, Balarabe Lawal, said the initiative is aimed at addressing environmental challenges affecting millions of people across the region, noting that communities in the northern region who are prone to environmental pressures will greatly benefit from the development. Factory and Allied Products Company, Arab, over concerns about unsafe working conditions that allegedly put employees at serious health risk. The directive was issued by the Minister of State for Labor and Employment in Kiruka, Onyejocha, following an inspection conducted by the Occupational Safety and Health Department of the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment. In a statement released after the inspection of the company's facility situated along the Ikorodu-Shagamu Expressway in Ogijo, Ogun State, that the ministry's head of press and public relations, Anna Daniel, the government confirmed that a prohibition notice had been issued, leading to the immediate closure of the factory, pending the outcome of a detailed investigation. Hours after the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, from recognizing the outcome of the People's Democratic Party's PDP National Convention held in Ibadan, and upheld the suspension of Kamaldeen Ajibade, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and other top party officials, the Tanimu Turaki, senior advocate of Nigeria-led National Working Committee, announced plans to challenge the judgment at the Supreme Court. The PDP's National Publicity Secretary, Ini Emomobang, in a statement insisted that the convention is an internal affair of the political party. However, the camp of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, 29th and 30th, 2026. Religious leaders.
Dominion Brokers Group hosted its first Ramadan lecture, bringing together Islamic scholars, media professionals, and members of the Muslim community for a timely discourse on religion and security. The lecture, held at the Dominion Brokers premises, focused on the theme Rescue Religion from the Abductors, Case of Banditry in Islam. In his lecture, Professor Sabit Olagoki examined the growing concern over the misuse of religion to justify criminal acts, particularly banditry and violent extremism. The cleric explained that criminal elements who hide behind religious identity distort the teaching of Islam for selfish gains, thereby damaging the image of the religion and creating unnecessary tension within the society. He called on religious leaders, parents, and community stakeholders to intensify moral and spiritual guidance, especially among young people.
Faith. Gbogbo ẹ̀sìn pátá gbogbo ẹ̀sìn kan là ń pè faith. First Corinthians 30 verse 13 kí ló sọ? Ó ní ẹ̀sìn ń bẹ tòótọ́ ẹ̀ ń pè faith. Ó ní ẹ bá jọ́sìn dáadáa pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nírètí sí tẹ̀ ń wá pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Ó ní ṣùgbọ́n tí ọba ṣe agbo òfẹ́ lẹ ti ń ṣe yọ ọ̀rọ̀ kò ní.
The CEO, Anat Travels and Logistics Service Limited, Alhaji Lukman Shodola, sponsors of the program, appreciated the guest speaker for his availability while acknowledging Dominion Brokers for their support and participation in making the event come to life. The program also featured prayer for peace, unity, and stability in Nigeria, as well as goodwill messages from invited guests. Damilola Daudu reporting for Dominion News.
As Muslims around the world observe the holy month of Ramadan, experts have stressed the importance of making healthy food choices, particularly when breaking the fast. Fasting from dawn to sunset is not only a spiritual obligation, but also a physical exercise that requires endurance. After long hours without food or water, the body needs proper nourishment to restore lost energy and fluids. Our correspondent, Damilola Daudu, once again takes a closer look at the relationship between Ramadan and fruit consumption.
Refreshing way to ease into the main meal. Fruits such as dates and watermelon are widely preferred, not only because of religious tradition, but also due to their ability to provide quick energy and hydration. However, nutrition experts say fruit selection during Ramadan should go beyond habit and taste. Speaking with Dominion News, a nutritionist, Mrs. Bisi Akinriola, explained that while fruits are generally healthy, some may not be suitable immediately after prolonged fasting. According to her, highly acidic fruits such as lemon, grapes, and agbalumo can irritate the stomach lining and cause discomfort due to their sour taste, especially when taken on an empty stomach.
Ramadan is a time when the body goes through a lot of the body rejuvenates itself. It's always good once in a while there's always a detoxification. So fruits, particularly at this time, is very, very important for the body.
Mrs. Akinriola advised fasting individuals to opt for properly ripened fruits such as papaya, mango, banana, dates, and watermelon, preferably along a glass of cold water. She noted that these fruits contain natural sugar that help replenish lost fluid, boost energy levels, and prepare the digestion system for the main meal. She further clarifies that fruits should not be seen as substitutes for balanced meals, but rather a quick and natural energy booster before eating heavier foods.
The body needs a lot of minerals, vitamins, electrolytes, and what we call phytochemicals or phytonutrients to rejuvenate itself.
She therefore urged the public to prioritize ripe, less acidic fruits and be mindful of their food choices in order to maintain good health throughout the fasting period. Damilola Daudu reporting for Dominion News.
And now to the foreign scene. President Denis Sassou Nguesso of the Republic of the Congo is poised to extend his decades-long rule as the country heads to presidential elections on Sunday, despite growing debate over succession of term limits. Sassou Nguesso faces 6 candidates, but the election commission is dominated by figures appointed by the ruling Congolese Labour Party, according to reports, with 2 major opposition parties boycotting the vote. They argued that the process lacks transparency, while several potential challengers remain in prison or exile. Analyst Ramadji Honathi of the Institute for Security Studies said the election is largely symbolic, adding that the real question concerns what happens after Sassou's rule. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung said the Seoul cannot stop Washington from redeploying some United States weapons stationed in it to support operations in the Middle East. Speaking at a cabinet meeting, Lee said South Koreans against Kim Jong-un's North Korea Foreign Minister. Cho Hong said the 2 countries were discussing the possible redeployment of some systems for use in the Middle East conflict. Meanwhile, the U.S. Naval Institute reported that 2 U.S.-guided missile destroyers based in Yokosuka, Japan, had deployed to the Arabian Sea to support operations against Iran. Global oil prices dipped after United States President Donald Trump said the war with Iran would end very soon. The benchmark oil price had surged past $100 a barrel on Monday before falling closer to $90 per barrel, after Trump said the conflict was very far ahead of schedule and very complete, although he added that they have not won enough.